How you doing? Hey, you often hear the phrase, elections matter. Elections have consequences, and they do, whether they're a big primary election, a big general election, a school board election, it doesn't matter. They all have value, and every vote counts. And perfect case in point is the U.S. Senate. Every vote will count in the U.S. Senate. We just saw what happened with the recent runoff in Georgia between Senator Raphael Warnock, the Democrat, and the Republican challenger Herschel Walker. Democrats picked up that seat. How important is it now? It was just going to be a cushion, right? Well, this morning, the big news is that Arizona's Kyrsten Sinema has decided to leave the Democrat Party, which makes that race in Georgia so much more important. Yes, she is leaving the Democrat Party. She said that she will run and vote on the issues that are important to her people, not party politics. Now, it remains to be seen what effect that'll have on the Democrats. There are already two other independent senators, Angus King of Maine and Bernie Sanders of Vermont. Both of them caucus with the Democrats and vote most often with the Democrats, but they are technically independents. So we'll see what happens with Kyrsten Sinema. Speaking of Bernie Sanders, he has said that he may run for president for a third straight time if Joe Biden decides to not seek a second term. Bernie Sanders could win. He runs a great campaign. Candidates matter. He runs a great campaign. Whether you agree with his issues or not, it doesn't matter. He's effective. And he has a great ground game. And he could become president. He's 81 years old. I don't think that this is as much about being president as it is getting a lot of donations and funding his message for future generations. Because all that campaign money, those small dollar donations, $18 on average from the doe-eyed voters who agree with him, what happens to all that campaign money when the campaign's over? Well, they can use it, the candidate can use it to pay for travel expenses and things like that while they're in office, attend conferences, things like that. They can fund nonprofits and charities that align with their messaging. They can create a charity or a nonprofit and pay themselves or a family member a salary to run it. They just can't use it for personal expenses like groceries. Now, let's talk about the Republicans. Republican National Committee may be looking for new leadership. Ronna McDaniel has been in charge for a while, and she has said she wants to run for another term. But should she? That's the big debate this week for Republicans. Should she run again? There are other people who want to lead the Republican Party. One of them would be the MyPillow CEO, Mercedes Schlepp from CPAC as well. Those are just some of the names being bounced around. Do the Republicans need new leadership? I think so. I think it's time for new leadership in the Republican Party because the leadership they have and the candidates they have chosen have not been able to sell the messaging. The Republicans don't need a new message. They need new messengers. Their message is and should always be personal freedoms, economic freedom, low taxes, small government, fiscal responsibility, national sovereignty. That's what the Republicans' messaging should always be, in my opinion. And right now, you have a Republican Party that cannot sell that message to the American people. Basically, what I'm saying is the Republican Party has failed to sell in the last couple of elections, has failed to sell the simple messaging of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness to the American people in the country that was founded on life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. So if the Republican Party cannot sell that in the future, that party's doomed, and so are we, unfortunately. Have a great day. Thank you for watching.